Looking for a weekend where you can laugh, learn, and connect with people who love trivia as much as you do? Come to SporkleCon 2025, happening August 15th through 17th at McCormick Place in Chicago. SporkleCon is a one-of-a-kind convention featuring over 50 different events for all skill levels, from casual games to competitive challenges, all designed to bring people together through the love of trivia. It's the perfect place to meet fellow trivia lovers, make new friends, and celebrate everything that makes this community so great. Whether you're a longtime quizzer or just in it for the fun, you'll feel right at home. Get your tickets and start planning now at sporklecon.com. That's sporklecon.com, where the trivia community comes together.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pub Trivia Experience. We are here for episode number 2 of the Millennial Trivia Challenge. It's going to be Turner versus Mott, Mono e Motto, and we are going to go ahead and see how this... I'm sorry. Just right there. It's just right there.
Low-hanging fruit.
Oh, it's the only kind of jokes I tell. They just come to me. They hit me in the face. All right. Mike Mott, you have got a 1-point lead coming out of the first half of the game, which means in this half, any questions that Turner gets wrong, you have to take a guess on.
Yep.
If you get it right, you'll get the points. If you get it wrong, you'll lose the points. Turner, you are not penalized for wrong answers here, but if you do get it wrong, that it's at your own peril because Mike can then build a bigger lead. Mike Mott, my friend, how you doing? What are you drinking?
Chris, I'm doing really well, enjoying hanging out with y'all. Really curious to see how this goes because it's a little bit of a spin on our typical game. For what I'm drinking, again, it's not really stout weather, but after the stout that I had last time, I felt like pulling out another stout, and I had this Judge Roy Bean Coffee Stout from the Fairhope Brewing Company, which is out of Fairhope, Alabama, a little further south even than Birmingham for me. Chris, I have... Whoa, that's overflowing.
Party foul.
I know that I've had this on the podcast a couple times before, and
I
spoke
need
very highly of its virtues. So I'll eventually get another. They sell this pretty much most of the beer stores around here. So I'll eventually get a 4-pack down to you because it is a really good beer.
I do need one of those or 4 of those. 12 pack.
That'll work.
I'm sensing that there's going to be some kind of beer exchange at SporkleCon, perhaps.
I would assume so. I would hope so.
Oh, God, I got to bring beer. Do you have any idea how much Siesta Key Spicer I already have to bring Jay?
I'm looking forward to bringing some home because you can't find it here.
It's very true.
All right, Turner, my friend, how are you doing? What are you drinking?
I am doing splendidly. I'm drinking the blood of my enemies as per usual. It's my normal beverage of choice to keep the brain cells going, which I will need more of as I am on the losing end as we go into this fair contest. But as we've decided, this will be an interesting way to do things. If for Mike to have the opportunity to lose points, and I simply can't gain points from wrong answers. It's a wacky concept, so please write your congressman and tell us how you like it.
There's a list of things to write your congressman about. Don't waste it on this.
Exactly. I was literally going to say the same thing. Yeah.
Email Mike at pubtriviaexperience.com.
But that said, write your congressman about all that other stuff, and then just add a little PS on the end.
There you go.
You know.
Please. I am finishing up my Lumi. Damn it, Chris.
You said loony last episode too, and I was going to make a Canadian currency joke, and the moment just passed.
I don't know why that M is so damn hard to see.
It does look kind of like an N, in fairness.
It does. So it's got the little end at the little thing at the end goes too far up. So the Lumi Hazy IPA from Florida Avenue Brewing, right here. I said it's St. Petersburg last time. It's not St. Petersburg. Florida Avenue is right here in Tampa, Florida. It's a wonderful brewery and a damn good beer. And then I'm going to have some water alongside of that out of my patented Florida State University cup.
You patented a Florida State University cup?
Damn right
Someone
he did.
did, not me.
That's a good point.
Tervis did.
There you go.
But it's going to be a fun time. I have got you two here for 30 more minutes. Gentlemen, are we ready?
See.
Let's do it.
Turner, you're currently trailing, so do you want first or second in hot seat round 2?
I'll go first again.
Actually makes my life easier because I wrote you down first anyway. All right. Your time will begin after your first question. Here we go. Turner, how many consecutive MVP titles did the Boston Celtics forward Larry Bird win?
3.
3 is a correct answer. Mott, how many friends were there on the TV series Friends?
6.
New easiest question.
6.
6 is correct. Turner. Oh, I love this. In the movie The Birdcage, what are Robin Williams and Nathan Lane pretending to be?
Lovers?
They're lovers anyway. They're pretending to be straight.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get to steal that one.
Oh,
You
son of a
didn't.
bitch. You did. Honest system here, would you have said straight?
Yeah, he would have got it.
Actually, no. I think I would have said they were pretending to be like brothers because
Okay.
that's. So I probably would have gotten it wrong, honestly, because he was like they introduced him as like Uncle Al, didn't they, or something like that, or they were planning to.
That
and
was
then
the plan, and then he
But then he came out pretending to be his mother. Yeah,
It's been forever since I've seen that movie.
that movie's so wonderful.
I love that movie, but I don't know that I would have necessarily said it. But that's a fair answer, so I get where it's coming from. But
All right, well, Mike, we're going over to you here. What Latin pop star had a father named Julio?
Enrique Iglesias.
Enrique Iglesias is correct. Turner, what kind of car did Crockett drive on Miami Vice?
Fuck Miami Vice. Jesus Christ. Corvette?
It was a Ferrari. Damn it, Mike.
Did
Did you know that one cold too?
You're breaking your own rules.
It's up to you. I would not have known that one. I probably would have guessed Camaro. So it's up to you if you want to.
I'm taking the point away from you then. I'm sorry.
All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. I got to get my head in the game. Mike. Who was president of the United States during Operation Desert Storm?
George H.W. Bush.
George H.W. Bush is correct. Turner. What was the name of Dr. Evil's cat in the Austin Powers series of films?
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Mr. Bigglesworth is correct. Mott. What popular song starts "Just a Small Town Girl"?
Don't Stop Believing.
Don't Stop Believing is correct. Also, real quick, I'm not allowed to just say "Just a Small Town Girl" without somebody filling in the rest.
I started to, that's why
I was
that's
waiting
why I
for it.
paused because I started to and I was like, nope, my voice is. I'm not doing Steve Perry tonight. It's just I don't.
Steve.
I should have been.
Turner, jeez.
I love that just happened. Okay.
Oh my lord.
Oh, we said no more Journey psychos.
Turner. Name both of the soap operas that aired throughout the 80s and 90s with the word world in the title.
God. Another World? That's all I got. All I got's one.
That is incorrect. Mott.
I'm going to hope that he's correct with Another World because that is not one that I had, but I did have As the World Turns.
Yep. There's the other one.
That is a correct answer.
Good job.
Mike, Mott, we're heading over to you here. The Legion of Doom was a nickname given to what 90s NHL team?
Flyers?
That was the Philadelphia Flyers.
Nice.
Turner. What does CNN stand for?
Cable News Network.
Cable News Network is correct.
Thanks, Uncle
Mott.
Ted.
Mott, we're heading over to you here. Ethan Hunt is portrayed by what actor in the movie adaptation of Mission Impossible?
Tom Cruise.
I already wrote down your point. Turner. In 1987, who covered the song I Think We're Alone Now, reaching a top spot on the Billboard Hot 100?
It's Tiffy time. It's Tiffany.
Tiffany is correct. Was that a wrestling reference?
It was.
All right. Mott, we're heading over to you. What is the make of the car the Dukes drive in Dukes of Hazzard?
Is that a Camaro?
No, it's a Dodge Charger.
Charger. That's right. It is Charger. Okay.
Turner. What box office baseball film featured the legend Shoeless Joe Jackson?
Technically, there's two,
There's
but
two,
I believe you're looking for Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams is correct.
I don't think Eight Men Out blew up the box office.
It did not.
It did not. It's also not a really great movie. It's fine.
It's not.
Mott.
That's fine. Yeah.
Who was the best-selling author of the 1990s?
I mean, it's got to be J.K. Rowling. If it's not that, it's John Grisham. But
no, it is John Grisham.
But how then? In that case, how are the first three Harry Potter books like three of the top-selling books of the 21st century or 20th century?
But John Grisham had like a new book every year in the 90s.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, Harry Potter picked up steam after the end of the 90s.
That's fair. I overthought it. My immediate thought was John Grisham, but yeah. Anyway, the less said about the other one, the better.
Yes.
Truth.
Turner, we're going over to you. In Interview with a Vampire, what gift does Lestat give Claudia every year?
A vial of blood.
Incorrect. Mike for the steal.
Oh, gosh. Turner has the advantage of apparently having seen the movie. I have not.
That's fine.
Let's see. I can tell you the actors that. Well, I can tell you definitely tell you the actor that played Lestat. I'm gonna guess who played Claudia. But I don't. I honestly don't know. I'll say a necklace.
Unfortunately, Mike, you're going to lose a point there. He gives her a doll. Mike, we're going to stick with you here. Mott, we're going to stick with you here. What Norwegian rock group had a hit in 1985 with the song Take On Me?
Aha.
Mike's got a good idea. You want to give me a correct answer? And you just did. Turner. What city was the setting for the TV sitcom Three's Company?
Come and knock on the door. That's not gonna help me. Miami?
Incorrect. Mott for the steal.
Oh, shit. Honestly, that's a great guess. All right. If there was a bar called the Regal Beagle, where would it be? I don't think the Galapagos Islands is an answer. Sorry, that was a deep cut.
That's a Darwin joke.
Wow. Yeah, I know, right? I know. I don't think Darwin's the correct answer either. God, Miami's a great guess. I'm not sure I got anything better. I don't think it's like LA. I'll say LA.
Mike, you should have swam out past the breakers and watched the world die. We're
Santa
looking
Monica.
for Santa Monica.
Okay.
Mott, we're going to stay with you here. What defensive lineman in the NFL was nicknamed the Refrigerator? I do need first and last name.
William Perry.
William Perry is correct. Did not go into space this past week, though. That'd be his daughter, obviously, Katie.
Oh, my God.
Turner, we're heading over to you.
I'm an astronaut.
Oh, Lord. Turner. In 1980, unadulterated food products renamed their company after their most popular product, a carbonated apple juice called what? In 1980, unadulterated food products renamed their company after their most popular product, a carbonated apple juice called what?
Snapple?
Snapple is correct.
That would have been my guess. But I'm glad you just got it right.
Mott, we're going to head over to you next. What stars of the film Eyes Wide Shut divorced shortly after the film debuted?
Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
Tom Cruise and that girl from the woman from the AMC theaters commercials is correct. All I know her from now because it's on every time I go to the theater.
Yeah, I'm in the theater. You don't need to sell me on it. Anyway, sorry.
I'm already here. Turner. Who began singing with the Fugees at the age of 13?
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill is correct.
I didn't realize she was that young. Holy cow.
Rob Morrow played Dr. Joel Fleischman on what television series?
Oh, gosh. Oh, shit. I can see. Oh, my God. I can see him. What the hell is the name of that show? Oh, my God. I can see him. Yeah, ER. It's I don't have it.
No, it's Northern Exposure.
God, yeah.
Turner,
Sicily, Alaska.
Yep. I was a little late. I was in a little later. Yep.
Turner, who won the women's singles title in Wimbledon a record 9 times?
Martina Navratilova?
Martina Navratilova is correct. Mott. What popular dance move did Michael Jackson introduce back in 1983?
The moonwalk.
The moonwalk is correct. Turner. What is Indiana Jones's first name?
I believe it's oh God, I'm gonna fuck this up, aren't I? No, it's Henry Jones Jr.
Henry Jones Jr. is correct. We named the dog Indiana.
Yeah, I was say, clearly I remember that. I was like, it's got to get the first name right.
Mott, what Seinfeld co-creator later appeared in his own comedy called Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Larry David.
Already wrote down your points. Turner.
Uh-huh.
What hockey player sat out 24 games for radiation therapy during the 1992-93 season, yet still won the NHL scoring title?
Jaromir Jagr?
It'd be his teammate Mario. Oh, damn it. Mike, would you have gotten that?
Lemieux?
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I'd have thought about it. I don't know where I'd have come up with. It's up to you. I don't know if I'd have gotten it or not.
Mike, we're going to give you another question as a makeup for that, then I apologize.
Sure.
What shoes did basketball star Michael Jordan introduce back in 1985?
Air Jordans.
Air Jordans is correct. Mike, we're going to stick with you here. Mott. Who played Judge Harry T. Stone on the TV series Night Court?
Harry Anderson.
Harry Anderson's correct. Turner. What was Ace Ventura's occupation?
He's a pet dick.
The pet dick detective is a correct answer.
I stand by my statement.
Well, I'm not really ready for a relationship right now.
Weird guy, Ace. Weird guy.
What pop star played the singing bartender Miguel Morez on the soap opera General Hospital?
I know Rick Springfield was on General Hospital, so that's what I'll guess.
Unfortunately, Miguel Morez was Ricky Martin.
Oh, Turner. Wow. Okay, would not have. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it was like it made no sense. Like Rick Springfield playing someone named Miguel, but I was just like, I didn't know Ricky Martin was on that. Okay.
Turner, who beat the Kansas City Royals to win the World Series in 1980?
The Philadelphia Phillies.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's the Philadelphia Phillies. Mott. What was VHS's primary competition?
Betamax.
Betamax is correct. Turner. In The Empire Strikes Back, what is Han Solo frozen in?
I hope you spend the next 40 years in frozen carbonite.
Carbonite's a correct answer. Mott, we're heading over to you. What musical genre did the Seattle record label Sub Pop bring us in the early 90s?
Grunge.
Grunge is correct. Turner. Who shot JR on Dallas?
God bless it. Maggie Simpson's an incorrect answer.
No,
yeah.
yeah.
Shit, I used to know this. It's like his cousin or something. Let's say Jessica, but that's not right.
No, it'd be Kristen Shepard.
And you didn't give him a chance to answer, Chris.
Mike?
Deduct the point if you want. I wouldn't have known it.
Okay, sorry about that. I'll get better at this. I swear. We're only halfway through this game. Mott, we're going over to you here. Rosie Ruiz, who won the 1980 Boston Marathon, was disqualified for what reason?
Didn't she like take a cab part of the way?
I'm going to give you the point there. She actually hopped the subway, but I'm giving you the point.
Hopped the subway. Okay.
She cheated, basically.
She cheated. Yeah. I mean, I knew she did. I was like pretty sure she was the one that took some form of transportation.
Turner, what Condé Nast magazine was revived in 1981 after a 48-year hiatus?
Food and Wine?
Incorrect. Mott.
I think Condé Nast was Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair is correct. Which means, Mott, you're going to get this next question as well. What 1993 thriller featured a murdered wife, a one-armed man, and an obsessed detective?
The Fugitive.
The Fugitive is correct. Turner. Who recorded I Melt With You in 1982?
Modern English.
Modern English is correct. Mott.
That song.
Mark Frost and what famous director created the mind-bending series Twin Peaks?
David Lynch.
David Lynch. I almost tried to do a Lynch impression there, and I didn't do it. David Lynch is correct. Turner. Who scored the famous Hand of God goal in the 1986 FIFA World Cup final?
Diego Maradona.
Diego Maradona is correct. Mott. What was the name of the album and movie of the same title released by Prince in 1984?
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain is correct. Turner. In Thelma and Louise, what TV show do Thelma and Louise want to avoid being on?
America's Most Wanted?
No, they want to avoid being... Oh, I stopped myself. Mike.
You did. Okay, it's not America's Most Wanted. Shoot. Debating between... I don't think it would be Cops. Unsolved Mysteries?
Unfortunately not. We're looking for Geraldo.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Mott. Belinda Carlisle was a member of what popular 80s all-girl band?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All the bands that are popping in my head are not Belinda Carlisle. Shit. No, it wasn't that. I cannot believe I'm drawing a blank on this. The Bangles.
No, it's the Go-Go's.
The Go-Go's. God. Yep.
Turner, on the television series South Park, what is the name of Stan's sister?
Shelley.
Shelley is a correct answer.
I'm glad you got that because I'm not sure I'd have pulled it.
Mott, what Canadian hockey team beat the LA Kings in 1993? This allowed them to claim their Stanley Cup victory that year.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
No, that'd be the Montreal Canadiens.
Montreal Canadiens.
Turner. Who began hosting Wheel of Fortune in 1983?
Pat Sajak.
Pat Sajak is a correct answer. Mott, we're heading back over to you. What character had never been kissed in the movie of the same name?
You're not going to give me Drew Barrymore, are you?
I need the character's name.
I have never seen the movie.
Oh,
it'd be
pull it either.
Josie Geller.
That's
No,
right. Grossy
never pulling that.
Turner, what was the name of De La Soul's debut 1989 album?
3 Feet Deep and Rising.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Mott.
Assuming 3 Feet Deep and Rising is a De La Soul album, it is one more than I can name. Decidedly outside my wheelhouse. I'm going to say it was self-titled.
Incorrect as well. It'd be 3 Feet High and Rising.
Okay, damn.
Okay.
Mike, you're going to lose the point. Mott, you're going to lose the point there, but we're heading back over to you with this. Mott, what was the name of Inspector Gadget's dog?
Oh, gosh. Obviously know what his daughter's name was.
Right.
What the hell was his dog's name? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. I cannot believe I don't know this. Max. It's not right.
No, the
Brain.
dog's name was Brain.
Brain. God, that's...
And, and it wasn't his daughter, it's his niece.
No, you're right. You're right.
Turner, who played more minutes in the NBA than any other player in history prior to,
In the 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Prior to 2000.
Prior to 2000.
More minutes? Wilt Chamberlain?
Incorrect. Mott.
That's a great question. This is definitely prior to 2000. Like, it does not include any post 2000 minutes. Can
Correct.
I ask that question? Okay.
Correct.
I'm going to say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Unfortunately not. It's Lou Alcindor. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is correct.
Okay. I was like, what? Good job.
All right, Mott, we're just keeping it with you here. What pastime does Jeff the Dude Lebowski enjoy?
Bowling.
Bowling is a correct answer.
Fuck it, dude. Let's go bowling.
The correct answer is White Russians.
A pox on it, knave. Let us play at 9 pins.
Turner, what was a scrunchie?
Scrunchie is like the hair bow type thing. Tie your hair in a ponytail.
It's an elastic hair tie. That is correct. Mott, in how many Superman movies did Gene Hackman appear?
Oof. Okay. I'm just trying to remember. Was he in the... Been so long since I've seen 3 and 4 for obvious reasons. Was he in either of those? I don't remember. I'm going to say 2.
Unfortunately, he was in 3. I believe he's in 1, 2, and 4.
He was. I was trying to remember if he was in 4. That was. I was pretty sure he wasn't in 3. I didn't remember if he was.
God
part of
awful
4.
quest for peace.
I know.
Turner, who had an iconic topless Rolling Stones cover in 1993?
Janet Jackson?
Janet Jackson is correct. Mott. In WKRP in Cincinnati, what word did Dr. Johnny Fever say to get fired from a job in L.A.?
It's funny. I vaguely know of the show. I might have seen like an episode or 2 here and there, but it's not a show I'm familiar with. Outside of the famous Thanksgiving episode. So I do not know. I'm going to say fuck.
No, he said the word booger.
Booger. Interesting. Okay.
Turner, who did the Boston Red Sox face in the 1986 World Series?
The New York Mets.
New York Mets is correct. Mott. What floor is Seinfeld's apartment on in the show of the same name?
The 5th floor.
The 5th floor is correct. Turner, we're going to head back over to you here. What group released the song Love Shack in 1989?
God bless you, Fred Schneider. The B-52s.
The B-52s is correct. Mott. What was the name of the cab company from the television show Taxi?
Oh my gosh. Taxi's another show. Watched a handful of episodes, but don't remember a whole lot of specifics. And I'm not going to be able to pull a Yellow Cab.
I know that'd be the Sunshine Cab Company.
Now that you say
Close.
it. Damn it. Now that you say it.
Turner, who played Bill Murray's love interest in Groundhog Day?
Oh, a good South Carolina Gamecock girl, Andy McDowell.
Andy McDowell is correct. Mott. In 1999, who had the biggest selling album ever by a teenage artist?
Probably Britney Spears.
You could hit me, baby, one more time. That's a correct answer. Turner's boxing. He's airboxing now.
Yeah.
Well, you said to hit you. Oh.
That's true. Turner, what two mice from Animaniacs got their own television show?
Pinky and Inspector Gadget's dog.
Damn.
Just salt
Like,
in the wound there.
I know. That's what I was sitting here thinking. Exactly.
All right, Mott. What Canadian baseball team won back-to-back World Series during the 1990s?
Fuck them. The Toronto Blue Jays.
Toronto Blue Jays is correct. Joe Carter would like a word.
Yeah.
Turner.
I didn't mind that one so much.
My God. Turner. What country was reunited when a wall came down in 1989?
Germany, I believe it's pronounced.
Germany is a correct answer. Mott, we're heading over to easiest answer right there. There it is. Mott, we're heading over to you. What Oliver Stone movie gave us the tagline, "The first casualty of war is innocence"?
Platoon.
Platoon is correct.
Great.
Turner. What was the name of the Dixie Chicks' first album?
Self-titled.
Incorrect. Mott.
Wide Open Spaces.
Incorrect. That album is called Thank Heavens for Dale Evans.
Sure it is.
Absolutely.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Turner. No, Mott. Mott. What program celebrated its 2000th episode during the 90s and had a visit from Queen Elizabeth?
What program?
Mm-hmm.
Celebrated its 2000th episode in the 90s.
And had a visit from Queen Elizabeth.
God. 2,000 episodes. That's insane. But had a visit from Queen Elizabeth. Theoretically, it's related to Britain. Monty Python's Flying Circus had long gone off the air, and I can't think of a single other British show that deserved to have gone on that long. I'm just kidding. Masterpiece Theater.
Unfortunately not. That'd be Coronation Street.
Oh, that's one of those things that I always hear about and never know why I give a shit.
Because the Queen was on.
Clearly.
Turner, what did fans of the Florida Panthers hockey team frequently litter the ice with in 1996?
Octopi?
That is incorrect. Mott.
Well, octopi was actually going to be my guess. So when you said it, I was like, damn it. He said the same thing I was going to say. God, did they have, I don't know. Did they have a lot of hat tricks that year? Did they throw a bunch of hats on the ring? Florida Panthers. Let's see. At that point in time, the Florida Panther would have been endangered. So they're probably not throwing like cat skins on the floor. What was the year?
1996.
96. Florida Panthers. That doesn't give me jack squat. Yeah, that's fine. I'll say hats.
Incorrect. It's actually rubber rats.
Oh,
Because why wouldn't you? Right.
And that brings us to the end of the game. Let's go ahead and tally up our scores, gentlemen. How do you think you did?
I did not do well in the
I-
second round. Certainly not as well as
I
the
didn't
first.
do well either on mine or on the steals, so it's really going to be a matter of how
It's an
that
interesting
plays
play.
out.
Yeah.
The steals was I feel like I was probably like 1 out of 3 on average on the steals, so it's really just going to see how all that plays out.
It definitely made it more interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Mike Mott, you actually ended up with more correct answers than Turner did in the second half of the game, but some of those were second chance points.
Sure. Okay.
Turner, you finished the game, or actually, you finished the second half with 24 points. That gives you a total of 54 points. Mott, you had 26 correct answers, but you
And like
missed
about
7 of
Yep.
Turner's second chance answers.
Yep.
You were going to finish with a final score
Is that
of
50?
54 to 50.
Yeah.
Turner, you are our winner. Nicely done, my friend.
Yeah. Nice job. That I like that dynamic in the second
Yeah.
half though. That was interesting.
That definitely makes it interesting, and I could see that being like a future game where, especially if you know your opponent's weaknesses, like answer wrong on purpose,
Right,
and
exactly.
try and make them answer wrong.
Yeah. I was wondering if that would be an effective strategy or not, because either way, you're sort of gaining a point
Right.
if you know the answer. Like, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It is interesting, but
That's
it definitely changes the dynamic.
Absolutely.
Well, gentlemen, did y'all have fun tonight?
It's
Oh,
always
yeah.
it's always a blast hanging out with you two.
Yeah, for sure. And it's been a while too.
It's been
since
a while.
the three of us have hung out, so this has been great.
Absolutely.
It has, which only reminds me, Turner, we need another movie game, and we'll get Mike back on this one.
Oh hell yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely! It's been a while
Well,
for that too.
Find another poor sap that wants to come.
A poor unfortunate soul, you say?
Mhm.
Poor unfortunate souls.
Shockingly few Disney questions on this particular game. by the way.
Yeah. There were, but you know what? I had a good time. I don't care.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, absolutely.
But Turner, you're the winner tonight. You have any parting words for our listeners out there?
I do. Please contribute to the PTE BB Patreon if you are not already doing so. If you're not already doing so, why are you listening to this? Go give them your money so you can listen to more episodes like this. It's the important part, so that we can hire full-time editors.
Wouldn't that be nice? Like
It'd be beautiful.
it would make my life so much easier.
Chris is stressed out at work, man. Give him a break.
Dude, you ain't kidding. Mott, you have any other words of wisdom, parting words of advice for our young lovers out there?
Wisdom, advice? No, not really. Not just look. Things are crazy for a lot of people in a lot of different ways. So just remember to honestly, I'm gonna. You know what? With apologies to Irene Brewer, she says it all the time, and I'm gonna steal it from her because I think it's such an important thing. Be kind to others, but also make sure to be kind to yourself, because things are crazy right now, and for a lot of people, and you can't. What is it? They say you can't fill a glass from an empty pitcher, right? So it's important to be kind to others, but also make sure to be kind to yourself.
I could not have said it better myself. My God, she is smart for her old age.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your continued support of the PT Network. We really do appreciate it. If you want to support the show financially, patreon.com/PTEBB is the best place to do that. Let me know what you thought about this format as well. I know I messed it up there in the end because, hey, beer's a hell of a drug. But we had fun no matter what. So
Absolutely.
Let me know what you thought of that. You can check us out on our Discord server, our Facebook page. They're all right there in the show notes, so check those out. For the Pub Trivia Experience, I have been Chris.
I've been Mike Mott.
I have been Mike Turner.
Until next week, have a good one.